Welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. You're like on the kitchen counter because I'm in a hurry. We gotta go meet my super friend Matt, and we're gonna walk around the town. One of my very dear friends requested that I do a little tour of Victoria, BC, Canada, that we are currently living in. So this is for you, and I love you, I miss you. And we're gonna go on a tour. Let's go, come on. You have to come with me. Let's go. All right, my friends, so this is focusing on downtown Victoria because honestly, Victoria is a really beautiful, incredible place, and there's so many things to see. But to get there, we need to go for a walk. So here we are walking, and this house on the left, I am fascinated with. Sometimes I see the owner. There's always really interesting like plants and things. I may be a little creepy because I like to stare into her windows, so I should probably keep walking. And this place up there has a really cool turret that I would love to have in my house one day. So during this walk, I do a lot of looking at other people's houses and gaining inspiration for my own house. So there are definitely some really recognizable Victoria, BC landmarks that I could easily show you, but you can Google a picture of the Parliament buildings, and I recommend it. Google them at night, Google them in the day, but you don't know these like interesting little side streets and all of these cool places. So I'm not taking you places that you can easily Google. I'm taking you to some of my favorite places, and that you may not see on the interwebs. So this is a fun little path that I like to take, so I'm not on the main road, and there's a beautiful garden here, and there's a playground, and there's always something to see. That bakery is always super popular. I don't know what's in their food, but apparently it's delicious. This sign says it's not for personal use, and I'm so here for that. It's the most polite Canadian sign ever. This is a community garden that everyone can kind of use, and there's some community garden rules, but it's really well cared for. Some fun little tennis courts that you can play tennis in, or whatever. Here's a playground. I'm gonna skip to the next spot so that people don't think I'm recording their children. Yeah, that looks always like a bird to me. Is it a bird? I don't think it's a bird. It's just the top of that tree. So anyway, carefully not recording other people's children as we walk down this path. This will connect us to the Galloping Goose. That is a trail. You can bike down it, walk down it, ride horses down it. No motorized vehicles down it, but it's a beautiful trail that really goes up and down all of Vancouver Island, right from Souk all the way up to Sydney. And it is how I get out to the barn on my bike. It's how I walk to work. And it's it's just beautiful to have a nice, safe trail to wander about on. Oh my goodness, we are coming. This bay is really beautiful, and lots of people have their boats. But there's one particular boat that I'm always looking at, and I wanna swim out there and see who exactly is in this boat, and what's going on, because let me stop. We're gonna stop, and where is it? We're gonna have a little zoom in because biker. Because I feel like this boat has a story to tell, and I would like to know what this bike's story is. What this boat's story is. Okay, here we go. This boat. I look at it every time I walk to or from anywhere, downtown specifically. But how much character does this boat have, right? Who lives in there? I want to know. I've never seen a human at the boat. I have seen things on the boat move. So somebody is boating or attending the boat. Yeah, so I want to know. That's what I want to know. Thank you. So I think you can see why I love this walk. In the time that we've been living here, have been working downtown, and as often as possible, I walk to and from work. It's about a 5K walk, and it's absolutely stunning. I get to be outside and just really enjoy some nature, and it's absolutely beautiful. Here is where we join up with the main Galloping Goose, and it kind of splits off. That bridge, I'm going to show you later. I have a secret spot for you on the other side of that bridge. But for now, we are going downtown, so we're going to face this away. You'll see lots of people. There's lots and lots of active folk running and biking and walking their kids or pets down the Galloping Goose, and we have a nice little walking path as well as the little road for anyone moving more quickly than us. We have a little ferry system that runs from downtown to a few other spots here, so I will point out when we have, when I see a ferry stop. I would take you on a ferry, but I don't think they're running right now. So here we come. Up on the left is a ferry stop. Yeah, look at that. Fun. We also, in this park, people are allowed to tent. You see there's someone there camping out. You are actually allowed to tent for certain periods of time and for certain lengths of time in some parks. So that is one area that you will often see people camping out. I saw a really creative fellow that had like a 2-level tent with a ladder and everything. It was quite the sight. I was very impressed. And we are getting a little bit industrial. We have a shipyard here, Point Hope Shipyard, and there's often a lot of things happening, from ferries getting dry dock renovated to new boats, all kinds of things. This is something really cool that I've never seen other than in a shipyard like this, where they cover it all in plastic so they can sandblast inside. It's really interesting, and I always enjoy having a peek at that as I walk by. All right, if you've been following me for a while, or you follow me on Instagram, which you should do, please follow me on the socials. You'll know this bridge. This is the bridge, of course, that I take to get right to work. My work is just on the other side of the bridge. You can see right across the harbor there in the distance. There's the Empress Hotel, and the Parliament buildings are right over there. This is a really fun bridge, and it goes up and down several times a day, so it's always fun. I don't know if you've never seen a bridge actively going up and down, and even if you have, it's a really fun thing to watch. I don't know, I'm still mesmerized by it, and I often watch it go several times a day, and it's still fascinating. There's some fun little restaurants down there, and you can see the little water taxis that I think that's either a stop or that's where they live. Either way, there's water ferries, water taxis. I'm leaving that in. I'm leaving it in. You guys will like it. There's water taxis down there. That's what I'm trying to say. This sculpture is like a little canoe in some tulips, and that's all I'm going to say about it. All right, I have met up with my friends who you'll see glimpses of in the side, and there's Jana's arm. We are walking down Fizgard Street, which is actually the bottom of Chinatown, the end of the street. So we're gonna just look both ways and gently navigate across this street. You can see Chinatown there. Really, really cool Chinatown in Victoria. We're going to see that after. Right now we're going to kind of go roundabout into Trounce Alley, which is a staple of downtown Chinatown. But I will let you watch and read about some of the history. enjoyed that walk through Fantan Alley. And we are about to come out on the Pandora side. So Fantan Alley connects Pandora and Fisgard. Yes, Jana. Yes, looking great in that brick. Oh, she's fun. So we are about to come out onto Pandora. And there's a sign. Yes, Fantan Alley shops are open. You can see the really cool sign post in both languages. And off we go now. We are hungry. It is time for some lunch. So we are headed into Market Square, which is one of my favorite places. Some of my favorite little restaurants are in here. So let's go have a look. Victoria is such a cool city, and obviously being a port town, we have a very rich heritage. A lot of Californians came over in the mid-18th century during the gold rush, so we have a very established town center from quite a long time ago. Market Square is a really great time. They've got some really fun shops. I think hands down my favorite restaurant in here is Cafe Mexico. No shade to anyone else, but I love Mexican food. Oh no, pillar. Cafe Mexico on this day is not doing outside table service, and indoor dining is closed. Ooh, it's Matt's back. Hey, Matt. So we go to one of our other favorite restaurants in Market Square, the Drake, and it's going to be a great time. We're going to have some food. We're going to have a beverage. Look at that Market Square. It's quite beautiful. All of this outdoor dining, these tents and things, maybe not all, but quite a few, have gone up recently because of COVID and the rules. So Jana and I are going to have a little snack. We're going to chat, and I'll catch you in a moment. Wasn't that delicious? Sure it was. Thank you to the Drake for having us, taking care of us. We are headed now out through Market Square, and we will be heading on to a nice shopping area. Ooh, this place has good waffles. Yeah, if you want some waffles, head over here. Now we're about to head into one of our most popular shopping districts, Lower Johnson, or LoJo, as we sometimes call it. I really always enjoy a little visit to LoJo. There's a lot of really fun shops, and Lululemon that I will have to fact check myself, but it absolutely was one of the first ones in the country. It's a Vancouver-based company, so it has been a staple of LoJo ever since Lululemon was created. Oh, here we are. We are on Yates Street now. This street has changed a lot. Look at how pretty these buildings are, but A lot of them are heritage buildings, so you're not allowed to do a lot of alteration to the outside. I used to work at a bar, a pub called Steamers, that is kind of right here. It was kind of right here. It's all changed a lot, but this street has so many memories for me, and I love walking down it. I love seeing the buildings and kind of reminiscing about how it used to be when I worked on this street, and a lot of great memories. I met a lot of great people and had a lot of great times. Yes, that's right! You didn't think we would leave without seeing Chinatown, did you? Because we are not going to. Look, it's Chinatown! As you just saw, the Victoria Chinatown is the oldest one in Canada. How cool is that? We have lots of really fun shops. This is Fisgard Street again, so earlier in the video we came up this street, now we're kind of going down it towards the water. So last time we were walking up from the water, now we're going down to the water. You can see a lot of really fun shops, and just it's such a beautiful, beautiful part of the city. I absolutely love Chinatown. I love the markets. There's always a lot of fresh produce and fruits and vegetables, and really fun decorations. At night it's really lit up. It's quite beautiful. We are going to cross the street and we'll be really close to Trounce Alley, but we won't go down there because you have already seen it. Alright, we're at the very bottom of LoJo now. We're going to take a sharp right here, and this is one of my favorite little alleys. At night, those lights up there are beautiful and lit up and sparkly. This connects Johnson to Yates Street, which you just saw, and one of the really fancy restaurants here is, there you can see it, Il Terrazzo. Absolutely beautiful place to dine. And I absolutely love, just, I don't know, this is a fun alley. It's it's got some good architecture. It's yeah, a thoroughfare. You don't have to walk along Wharf Street, which is the street by the water. You can walk down your little alley and just cut right through to wherever you're going. So we've come out from our little alley and we are headed down the street. There's some construction happening, as you know, let's improve the roads. We got to do it. Tax dollars going to work. We are walking down now towards Wharf Street. Now Wharf Street runs all the way along the inner harbor, and it's got some beautiful views. There's some really fun buildings, and lots of, interesting views. The harbor is gorgeous, and I will just let you see for yourself. Enjoy. We have walked up from the water and Wharf Street. We are now on Government Street. As you can see, there are some really fun shops. You can find lots of interesting items. Some might say touristy, I might say local. Who's to say? Roger's Chocolates. If you ask Rowan, he will tell you, hands down, best chocolates ever. And some really beautiful heritage buildings coming up. Everything that you see, I know I mentioned earlier, but all of these little like restaurant pavilions out in the street are new since COVID. Ooh, no, sorry, got distracted. I'm gonna leave that in. All of these little pavilions are new since COVID, and people have gotten extra permissions, and the city government has allowed them to use parts of the street to put out, as you can see right in front of us there, outdoor dining. If you have a pub that's along these streets, you're allowed some outdoor dining space, which has been really fabulous for people because indoor dining is closed. At the time that this video comes out, indoor dining will be back open, but when I filmed, there were no indoor dining abilities? No indoor dining, so it was just outdoor dining. So that's why you see a lot of these little fun outdoor dining pavilions. Okay, this is my very favorite secret spot for you all. Trounce Alley has one of my very favorite restaurants. I just showed you the sign. Tapa Bar has been a local favorite restaurant. It's been one of my favorite restaurants the entire time I've lived in Victoria, and it is such a treat. Definitely check out Trounce Alley. They have a lot of like fun little shops as well. There's an arcade. It's a beautiful little side alley that you wouldn't even know is there. You might walk right on past it if you weren't looking for it. So next time you are in Victoria, I highly recommend taking a little wander down Trounce Alley, stop at Tapa Bar, have the bacon wrap dates, and I promise you, you will not regret it. Tell them Erica sent you, they'll know what it means. Oh, we have a nice view here, some beautiful seating. It's a beautiful hotel as well. This is the other side of the bridge that I usually walk on. So I usually walk on the left, we're on the right. Nice little view. And here we are back on the Galloping Goose. Okay, friends, when I tell you that I have taken people to this spot along the Galloping Goose Trail, people that have lived in Victoria all their lives and have never seen this spot I'm about to take you to. I am not joking. I can give you references. So I'm going to take you to something that I think is one of the coolest spots that you will not see in the guidebooks, all the maps. Anyway, we're walking along the Goose. This is what we always call the Trestle Bridge. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but that's what we call it, the Trestle Bridge. And there's some really fun views on the right here. You can see all the way to downtown if you look far enough. On the left, oh, hello, sir. On the left, you've got just a beautiful waterway. This is the ocean coming all the way in an inlet, I believe this is. And yeah, downtown, there you go. It's over there. And we are walking to my little spot. Let's go. Okay, friends, we are coming up on this spot that I really enjoy and I hope you like as well. I am gonna say my goodbyes now and let you really appreciate the beauty of this little spot that I really enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know that I didn't go to some of the places that you might have thought, like the Parliament buildings, but like I said, you can Google those. Also, just have a look at this spot. Look at this really cool graffiti wall. And thank you so much for being here. And Nay, I hope you enjoyed this tour. Everybody, if you are not already following me, please follow me. Erica Amber, I'm your host. I put out videos. I do a lot of things. So please join me on all the socials. Give us a like and a subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. And I am going to leave you early so you can appreciate this bridge, this wonderful, beautiful piece of artwork that I really appreciate and nobody seems to know exists. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next video.